Melanie Martinez is a singer, a songwriter, a filmmaker, and a live performer. Became famous in 2012 after appearing on season 3 of The Voice. A musician whose music doesn't fit any specific category or genre of music. A musician whose music is about mental health, societal problems, and conveys a dark sense of the world. A musician who has a different and unique way of dressing herself and always slays with every cute outfit. A musician who's kind, sweet, and loves her fans. But one day that musician gets accused of SA by a friend who was once a close friend of hers, Timothy Heller. Timothy even shows proof of what happened that night. But Melanie's fans debunked that proof and said it was all false. But on July 19, 2024, Timothy posted a TikTok talking about the situation again. Do you think Melanie's fans will still be on Melanie's side or Timothy's side, or just stay neutral? What should we do? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that is not related to K-pop. Today I will talk about Melanie Martinez and her SA accusations by a former friend, Timothy Heller. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Let's continue first. Let me tell a little bit of Timothy. Timothy was a member of the indie pop duo Dresses alongside Jared Ryan Maldonado, but the group disbanded in 2016. She began her solo career in 2017, releasing songs like Sleep, See Ya, Not Even For You, and her EP self-titled. In September 2020, Timothy announced that she would start using OnlyFans to post adult content. By the way, please be respectful in the comments. If you say anything mean about her job, it will be deleted. Remember, we don't know what they go through in their lives to make this kind of decision, and remember she could be a SA victim. Anyway, Melanie was accused of SA in December 2017, which Melanie responded by denying it. Still, she wishes her all the best in life. But Timothy showed us proof of what happened that night. She said this on Twitter and even explained everything in detail about what she remembered. An article called The Direct stated, she said how the topic of her sexual preferences rose during a sleepover before she repeatedly asked her to have sex, to which she said no despite her repeated requests to simply go to sleep. Timothy noted how Melanie persistently begged to touch her and Timothy kept telling her no. She was clear. She declined the advances across to nights, while Martinez was persistent. Martinez responded to the allegations on X, saying how she never said no to what they chose to do together, and would never be intimate with someone without their absolute consent. After all that, Timothy got hated by so many of Mel's fans to the point her music career was over. Then on July 19, 2024, Timothy posted a TikTok talking about the situation again. She said her life was ruined because of it and had to stay away from the internet. But this time, it seems that Timothy is getting more support than before.
Speaking out against my abuser ruined my life, and I'd like to talk to you about it. During the Me Too movement, I chose to speak out against a former friend who had SA'd me. I was young, naive, and could never imagine how this would end up affecting my life. I believed that as long as I told the truth, things would turn out all right. I was very wrong. Next day, I went back in my camera roll, found the picture, and told them the day of the incident was the day before. Unfortunately, I was wrong. The picture in my camera roll appeared multiple times. I can't explain why. When the interview came out, her fans went back in her posts to that date to find that we were in different states. If you've never heard my story before, you might at this point wonder, why would that matter? She admitted something between you took place in her statement. I agree, and this is just one of the parts that drives me crazy. After this discovery, she released a second statement, in which she thanks her fans for researching the timeline and analyzing past Instagram posts which reveal my false statements. Unfortunately, this was enough for 99% of her fans to take what she said as truth and deem me a liar. The complete contradiction of her statements meant nothing. The people who hated me took it upon themselves to ruin every opportunity for me. Partnerships with brands, modeling opportunities, they were all flooded with comments saying I lied about SA. In addition to this, my home address, phone number, and family's phone numbers were all leaked. I became so discouraged with my own music career, I essentially stopped. I started doing SW in an attempt to regain some autonomy, but that was taken from me as well when people who hated me hacked the account.
Now I'm gonna say my thoughts and opinions. If I was still in middle school, I would just call Timothy a liar again and support Mel all over again. For all. But now that I'm an adult and mature up, I want to see this with an open mind and to take Timothy's side of the story seriously. I also kinda analyze Melanie's response to her. She never said no to what we both chose to do together. I won't lie, this sounds pretty F up. First of all, Melanie never addressed anything else besides this. She never said no, etc. What about the other details where Mel kept insisting on touching her and even got her high the next night? Melanie never addressed those details. Her response was full of positivity and sweet words. But in my opinion, Melanie didn't defend herself and only addressed the "she never said no" part. I know I'm repeating myself, but if Timothy is telling the truth that she got high that night, how can a person give consent when they're not fully conscious? They can't. Which makes me wonder if everything Timothy said is true. She showed us proof of photos and dates, which fans debunked everything and said were lies, that the dates didn't match and Melanie wasn't even there, etc. But later, other fans debunked that the lies were the truth, and Melanie's fans tried to protect Melanie by photoshopping pictures and words and editing a bunch of stuff that Timothy herself admitted to never doing or saying. Now I'm going to speak from the bottom of my heart. I love Melanie. I love her music, even her unreleased songs. I love her aesthetic and fashion, and I think she's an awesome artist with a unique voice. But I also don't know her personally, and nobody does either. We just know the person who's on our screen. It's the way she presents herself on camera and stage. But what about off cameras? Just like in K-pop and with celebrities in general, we don't know them off camera. Remember what happened to ex-Big Bang member Seungri and the case of the Burning Sun scandal. Before all that happened, people probably thought he was a kind person just because he smiled and was funny on camera, etc. But once the scandal was out on the news, we discovered who he truly was. A disgusting piece of shit anyways. I think this is a lesson to learn that not everyone is what they appear to be. Sadly, but true. I decided that I would stay neutral about this situation while looking at Timothy's story seriously, because it could be true, and that Melanie was a liar all this time, and we probably ruined the life of a victim who suffered SA. Or it could be that Timothy is lying once again because she is seeing Melanie getting popular again and she's jealous. If the SA thing is true, I think it's time to stop being immature and face the sad truth. I think we should stay in the middle. We should stay neutral. By taking Timothy's story seriously but also telling Melanie to talk about it. It's a serious matter and we need answers. If it's true that Timothy was SA by Melanie, Melanie will deny it, and some or most people will once again believe her. Without good proof, it's hard to believe who is telling the truth and who is not. Melanie has a strong and quite scary fandom on her side. I don't know how things will go from now on, but I hope we can get to know the truth sooner so we can decide if we should support Melanie or not. I don't want to be called a grapist supporter later on, and also I want to know the truth sooner. If the story is true, I can apologize to Timothy for calling her a liar and show my support to her. Anyway, this was a long video, but thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and love yourself. See you in the next video.